Hello everyone, today we're going to do a rocket launch project. So let's get started. We start by first creating a project. And deleting sprite 1. We will go and choose a rocket sprite. We will go search for rocket. And here is the rocket ship. And we go to backdrops and look for the space backdrop. We can add either space or space city or space city 2. I'm gonna choose space. Now that we've done that, I'll change the rocket size and let it be size 50. I think that's good, and we'll make it at y0 and x0 for now. And we need a platform for the rocket to land on. So we go choose a sprite and we go look for paddle. And it's right here. So we place it at the bottom of the screen, right here, where we can still see it. We let the y be -175, right at the edge, and the x will be changed throughout the game. And now that we've done that, we can start now with the code. So when green flag is clicked, we want it to go to maybe around here, so the x stays at 0 and the y probably at 130. So this is good. So we want it to be when green flag is clicked, we always want it to start where it is right now. So go to x0 and y 130. And then we're gonna go grab a forever loop. And we wanted to keep checking if it's touching either the edge, so the bottom, or if it's touching the platform or the paddle. So let's go grab 2 if blocks. And one of them will be touching either the edge or touching the paddle. So if it's touching the edge, we want it to, the message called game over. And if we touch the paddle, we send a new message called win. So now that we've done this basic thing, it doesn't do anything actually. It just waits until it gets a signal that either it touches the edge or the paddle. So now we'll start with a different script. We want to control the rocket with either the right arrow key or the left arrow key. So we'll grab both of these when right arrow key is pressed and when left arrow key is pressed. We want it to do something. So what do we want it to do? We want it to go either left or right. So for the right, we're gonna do change x by 5. And for the left arrow key, we're gonna change it by -5. So -5, it would go this way. 5 only, it would go this way. So if we press the right arrow key, we see it going right. And if we press the left arrow key, it goes left. And now it's back at x0. However, so far it's not going down. We're gonna go grab when green flag is clicked. We want it to go down. So how are we gonna do that? we're gonna first also again go to x0 and y 130, just in case. And we wanted to go and repeat, not forever though, we wanted to repeat for 200 times. And we wanted to change y by, let's go grab it, change y by -2. We want it to go down. If we kept it at 10, it would have went up instead of going down. So we can go try that. So when green flag is clicked, it's now looking if it's touching either the edge or the paddle. So it stopped here since this repeat button has stopped, and we haven't tried the right arrow key or the left arrow key. So let's try that again. So stop, and then again we go left and we go right and left. So now that works, we now have to give the code to the paddle. So let's go grab paddle. We want the paddle to go forever on either side of the X. So how are we gonna do that? We're obviously gonna start with when green flag is clicked, and we wanted to do that forever, not just for a few times, so forever. And since we want a random number for the X, we wanted to go either side randomly. So we're gonna go and grab a new variable. So we make a new variable and it's called new X. So why that name? It's the new X for the paddle. We're gonna set the new variable new X to not 0. We're gonna grab an operator and we can pick a random between -240, so X -240, or 240, so the other side. So now that we've done that, it literally does nothing, only just picking a random number between that forever. So how do we make it to move? So we go and grab a glide button and we make it glide for 4 seconds so it doesn't go too fast or too slow. So we want the X to be the new X. So we go add two variables and grab new X and place it in the X. And the Y stays at -175. We only want it to be at the bottom of the screen. So let's try that and let's see. So we see it gliding either here or there. So we see it moving, not going up or down, just left or right. So that would be a challenge for the rocket ship to be landing on. We can now go and hide the new X. We don't want it to be appearing here. And we want to try that all together. So we want to place it back again at the top. And let's try. So we want to land on the paddle. Oops, I didn't land. So now that we're touching the edge, we want to give a game over message. And if we land on the paddle, we want to give a you win message. So let's do that. We will go and grab a paintbrush and we do a black square or any color you'd like, but I prefer black, and just a black square like that, and we place it in the middle of the screen and we place it at 0, 0, so it's in the middle of the screen. And we go grab a text and we make it the color maybe yellow. Yellow's fine. And we write game over. And we change the font to pixel. And we make it bigger. And we place it also in the middle. So now that we've done that message, we we're gonna name it also the game over message. And when the green flag is clicked, we don't want to start the game while it's in our face. So we're gonna do, when green flag is clicked, we hide. So we go and grab the hide block. And when we get the message of when I receive game over, we show. And we just don't want to show and the game still keeps going. So we're gonna grab stop all to stop everything in the game. So now that we're done with the game over, we also want to do the you win. So we do the same exact thing as game over. We go and do a black square. And we do a yellow text. And we write you win. And we resize it. And we do the black box also in the middle. So now that we've done that, we also want it also in the middle. And we'll also name it win. And we'll do exactly as game over, but instead of receiving the game over message, we receive the win. So let's first do when green flag is clicked and hide. And when I receive, instead of game over, we do win, we show. And also we should make it stop. So stop all. So let's try all that. We press on the green flag. We see both of the messages have disappeared. So we landed on the paddle and it said you win. So now we want to try the game over button, the message. So we try that again and we land on the edge and it says game over. So I think that when the rocket ship lands, it only lands on the fire. So there's other costumes too. So let's make it rocket ship E without the fire. So let's try that again. We can keep playing this until we get bored. And yay, it says you win. Now we try the game over again to see if it just doesn't stop in the mid-air. And it lands right on the edge and it says game over. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please don't forget to share and subscribe. And I hope I see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.